What's going on, guys? Jay the Black here. Salute to everyone that's tuning in. I'm going to talk about this Moriah Mills heifer once again. Apparently, she has drawn the ire of Stephen A. Smith. Apparently, she wants his attention because she was kicked off Twitter. Now, I don't know if she's been reinstated or if she has another account yet, but the tweeting has pretty much ceased unless she's tweeting from elsewhere, going off on Zion Williamson, but trying to promote her OnlyFans at the same time. It's clear that this is a very hurt woman who feels like she was wronged because she really thought that she had this young NBA player wrapped around her finger. She thought she had him whipped. She really thought that he was going to retire her and make her his girlfriend. Well, obviously, he has not done that. He went and got another questionable woman pregnant. And he seems content with being with her and not Moriah, who is upset that she allowed him to do all these things with her. The fact that she went seeking Stephen A. Smith's attention just shows y'all where this particular woman is. She's going into YouTube chat rooms. And because, Stephen A. Smith, he streams live on YouTube now. And this is somebody that clearly is trying to milk this situation for as much as she can milk it for. But she's going to be getting smoke from a lot of different people. And Stephen A. Smith is one of those people who's willing to give it to her. She's clearly somebody that thought that she was smarter than Zion. She thought she had him whipped. And he showed her that she's just as replaceable as any other woman. I mean, look at her. I mean, this woman was created on a plastic surgeon's table, basically. She was made by, I said made in China. Well, she was made in Miami or wherever, Colombia or Dominican, wherever she got her work done. That's where she was made. She's a dime a dozen. She's not unique. She's no different than the rest of these built up, paid for heifers that got, everything paid on them. Everything on them has basically been surgically enhanced. So there's nothing unique about her. I don't know why she thought she was special. That's the problem with most women these days. They think they're special when they really aren't, especially when you're out here getting all this work done and you're trying to look like something else when you look like an abomination. But let's get into this. I think this is comical. She's out here threatening to put out revenge clips of Zion Williamson. This woman needs to be sued. And the fact that she was tagging the NBA and she was tagging the Pelicans, they got tired of her. And they say, we got to shut her down. She's threatening to post revenge clips on her OnlyFans. She's clearly hurt and she's broken. But she's also going to use this time as an opportunity, because these women never miss an opportunity to get attention for themselves. Now, according to Sportskeeda, it says ESPN Stephen A. Smith went on a rant about Moriah Mills regarding her pleas to trade Zion Williamson earlier this week. Mills also threatened to release an adult video of herself in the NBA star, which caused her to be banned by Twitter, which is good. She should have got banned from Twitter. On the Stephen A. Smith show, Smith addressed the controversy surrounding the New Orleans Pelicans star. The issue started after he revealed that he was expecting to be a father to his girlfriend, Akima. Since then, Mills has tagged Williamson into a ton of tweets, including the threats. On Monday, this woman actually threatened to release a homemade tape of herself and Williamson, Smith said. She later wrote, "Trade him now. He doesn't deserve to be in New Orleans. Tape dropping soon." Again, she's dropping revenge tapes. If a man, and yes, I'm going to say this, if a man decided to get on Twitter and say, I'm going to be dropping revenge tapes coming soon, that man would not only be banned off of all these social media sites, he would be arrested. Okay? But a lot of you heifers get away with these things because society needs you, because they know how dumb you are and how susceptible you are to being used, to make society even more messed up than it already is. And Moriah Mills shows this. You have to be one entitled, stupid person to get on social media and brag about dropping revenge tapes. I don't care how hurt you are. You chose to deal with Zion. You chose to have relations with him. I don't know why you thought you were number one, but you were number three, because there was another woman he was dealing with. And the fact that she was able to go, weeks talking about Zion, like they said, thousands of tweets, she was allowed to do this. No man will be allowed to do that to a woman. I'm sorry, but that's things aside. Nobody has respect for us, especially us as black men. Nobody respects us. Nobody likes us. That's why it's easy for this woman to get on Twitter for as long as she did and post and say the egregious things that she said. She was just saying just anything. And she was allowed to do it. She was allowed to do it. But if the roles were reversed, that man would not be allowed to do that for more than 2 days before not only is he banned, they're going to try to get criminal charges on him. That's what would happen. See, women are allowed to get on here and act like idiots because society knows that they can be controlled and used. And they aren't a threat to anybody except for a threat to destroying men's reputations and careers. Why would he not deserve to be in New Orleans? Do we have a bunch of monks running around New Orleans? Is the Pope residing there and somebody forgot to tell us? Why would that be cause to pause? Why would that be a reason to trade Zion Williamson? Moriah Mills, what is wrong with you? Respectfully, seriously, what's wrong with you? You know what's wrong with her, Stephen A? She's an attention-starved heifer who had to get all this plastic surgery to feel attractive. She's never felt attractive in her life. Every picture she takes, she has to have makeup on. She got to have the wig right. She got to make sure that she's showing, her chest, her assets, because she has no other qualities. That's why it was easy for Zion to overlook her and basically get into a relationship with somebody else. He didn't see the value in her. He just saw her as somebody to sleep with. And I think she came to that realization as well. And I think Stephen A. Smith knows this. I think a lot of men know this. He plays basketball for a living. He hooked up with you in private, allegedly, supposedly, and because he's with somebody else, you're going to go through all of this. No wonder Twitter banned her. Yeah, they should have been banned her. This woman is a danger to herself, and she's a danger to other people. The fact that she thought she can get on Twitter and do all this for as long as she did just shows y'all the hypocrisy. They love to protect dysfunctional women and allow dysfunctional women to destroy the reputations and the careers of men because that's what they want. All right. Especially men who are straight. Let's be real about this. All right. Because if she was doing this to somebody that was a part of the alphabet community, she would have been banned immediately because they would have saw that it's bullying and harassment. Let's say she hopped on Twitter and started going at somebody and who was a part of that community. She would not be allowed to do that very much. But again, when you're a straight man who's successful, who has a lot of money, they allow this because they don't see the value in you. And they like when men get attacked like that. They do. They have a fetish for it. Go look at these blogs. Whenever a black man is posted, some of the worst comments ever in the comments is, I'm not one of those people. Look at the comments, but I have to be real. I got to give you examples, right? This example I'm giving you.
On Monday, this woman actually threatened to release a homemade adult tape of herself and Williamson saying, quote, NBA, I have sex tapes of me and Zion Williamson, and he also has them on his trap phone. She later wrote, trade him now. He doesn't deserve to be in New Orleans. Sex tapes dropping soon. Why would he not deserve to be in New Orleans? Do we have a bunch of monks running around in New Orleans? Is the Pope residing there and somebody forgot to tell us?
Man, if y'all knew what these athletes were doing before social media, y'all would not be playing that morality card. I mean, look at the Cowboys from the 90s. Like, come on, man. I want to play a little snippet of that. So far, Mills hasn't responded to what Smith said about her. As for Zion's future with the Pelicans, the team could explore other options, and his name has been thrown in trade conversations. You know, this should motivate Zion to get himself in game shape, back on the court, and be able to play a full season, because he's been getting a lot of mockery, and he's going to continue to get mockery this particular offseason. And he should take this opportunity to focus on basketball, because if he has a passion for it, he will focus on that instead of focusing on sleeping with women, because that's what it seemed like to me. It seemed like Zion has been more focused on smashing ex-adult stars and IG models more so than focusing on his playing career. Williamson only played in 29 games last season before getting shut down by the Pelicans due to a hamstring injury. He averaged 26.7 rebounds and 4.6 assists last season. Moriah Mills is trying her best to be heard again after her Twitter account was banned recently. In Smith's recent show on YouTube, he caught Mills dropping by the comment section while talking about Zion. Smith posted about it on Twitter along with a screenshot of the adult star's comments about the two-time All-Star. It seems Moriah Mills has entered my live YouTube chat. We're talking Zion Williamson situation right now, Smith tweeted. So he basically used this for promo. He basically used Moriah Mills as promo. Some people saying that could be a troll. They could be a troll. That's why you got to check the channel. Maybe check the channel. And that was her. That lets you know Stephen A. Smith is watching the comment section. That's what that would tell me. Stephen A. Smith is watching the comments. Mills comments about the situation. Don't believe the narratives, we good, Mills commented. Williamson may have addressed the issue publicly. Since the day Mills started berating him, he hasn't issued a public statement. If that is her and she's saying that that everything is good, Did he promise her something? Did he pay her off? Y'all know these women want to be in these guys, want to be a part of these dudes' lives. And when these men no longer want to be with these women go on these rants. I've seen it a ton of times. Zion needs to mature. He's on his own. He's in the NBA. He needs to get mature people around him, because it's clear this guy doesn't listen to anybody. And if he doesn't get the right people around him in the right mindset, he's going to be caught up and he's going to end up out of the league. That's what's going to happen. He's going to have that one big contract and that's it, because he can't get focused. He needs to get focused. So let me know what you think in the comment section. Let me know your thoughts. Like this video and share it. Follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, and I'll see y'all next one.